Welcome, physics students. So today we're going to be working on a simulation of some collisions in order to further practice those lovely momentum calculations we've been working on. So either below this video or on the next page, you will find a link that will take you to a simulation in physics classroom, and you will get the screen. Your screen will match what I have on the right side of my screen here. It'll say the physics classroom at the top, using the interactive, and then collision cart simulation. In the top left corner of that simulation, you can click on it to make it full screen. I'm going to recommend doing that just because it's a lot easier to see what's going on and read the simulation and all the information that it has for us. For this activity, you will need to be on in your interactive notebook. You can choose to have it open virtually right next to the simulation, or you could choose to have it open in person in paper if you have yours at home with you. So you will be needing to be using that. So we're going to be on the page of our interactive notebook that says Momentum Interactive at the top. We are in part 1 of our interactive. It's called Inelastic Collisions. Okay. What we are working on here is we are going to be collecting some data to use as evidence in order to support a claim that the total momentum of a collision either is or is not conserved. Okay, so either we're going to be supporting that law of conservation of momentum, or we're going to be going against it, and we're going to see what's going to happen. So for this simulation, if you look where it says collision, or right above where it says collision 1, it tells you want to be using an inelastic collision for part 1. So you'll notice at the bottom of your simulation, there's 3 buttons: elastic collisions, inelastic, and explosions. We want to be in the center, inelastic collisions. Then you can play around with changing the mass of your carts. You can change how fast your carts start moving. All right, and then what you're going to notice over on your notebook is that it tells you how to set up the initial conditions for the simulation that you're actually going to be collecting data from, and you're going to record your data in various places on this piece of paper. All right, so once you've got your initial conditions set, you're going to go ahead and press start in the top right corner of your simulation. Your carts are going to start moving, and they will collide, and something will happen. All right, also know that you can move where the carts start, so you can change how close or far apart they start. So that is something that is kind of cool. All right, then once you are done with your simulation, with collecting the data for part 1, down below you'll see where it says, is momentum conserved? How do you know? This question I have also made for you to be able to enter it into Blackboard so that I can see your answer right away and give you immediate feedback. So that is something that's a little bit different than what we usually do in class, but we're going to try it out just so that I can give you some of that immediate feedback. All right, then once you've answered that question, you are going to want to be going back up and using some of your data to answer that question. I'm going to suggest you look towards your total change in system, your total change in momentum for the whole system, which means both cards added together. That's going to be the most helpful piece of data that you're going to have for this. All right. When you are talking about your data in your answer, please not only tell me what number you got for that piece of data, but also what is that data. So is it, the momentum of the red cart, which you would find right here, or is it the momentum of the red and blue cart added together before the collision, right? Tell me what that is, because when you're typing it into Blackboard, I am not going to be able to see your data table. All right, then you will go ahead and you will have another set of initial conditions in which you're going to set your carts up, ready to go, and then you will do it all over again. So you're going to have 2 inelastic collisions. The first one, you're only going to have one cart that has initial velocity. The second one, both of your carts are going to have some initial velocity. All right, I look forward to seeing what you guys write about momentum.